Well, welcome back to Tools and Trails. Today, got the old 1980 Eagle pulled into the garage here. This thing hasn't been on the road since about 2008. We're gonna see if we can't put her back on the pavement and maybe even take it on some trails. Well, if you've been keeping up with the channel, you know that we picked this thing up, I don't know, a few months ago, 4 or 5 months ago, give or take, and bought it from a junkyard in Bisbee, Arizona. Spent a whole Saturday going down there and getting it, bringing it back. Fun trip, but we got it back and we just kind of tucked her into the corner of the shed and just let it sit there for a bit. So got done with some other projects and now it's time to see what we can do with this. So don't know what our plans are with this as of yet. It's going to depend largely on whether this thing runs and drives and how much work it really needs. So looks like it's pretty complete. I'll bring you in here, we'll kind of check it all out and we'll go from there. But we're going to jump right in and see if we can't make it run, I guess, is the first thing. And we'll see if it drives after that. I know it doesn't have any brakes. The only thing it's got is the emergency brake. I don't have any keys for this thing. Fortunately, the steering wheel's not locked. Can't get in the trunk. You know, it's dirty as all get out. Things been outside. Door handles on the driver's side. Neither one of those work, so you can't open the doors. It's sat outside for God knows how long, just open. So this whole interior is just full of dirt. You see the hood is gone. So we took that off when we went and picked it up because these hinges just froze up, and when we went to try to close the hood, it just kind of wanted to just sort of buckle. So we'll have to fix that, but for now, we just took it off. But it was sitting in the junkyard, hood open, so you know, everything exposed. So yeah, I don't know how much the wiring is any good. We'll have to kind of check that out. But you know, nothing to do but start, I guess, and so we'll get going. I'll go ahead and bring you in and we'll kind of take a look at everything first. Well, like I was saying, you know, this thing sat outside in the weather for I don't know how long. When we got it, it was sitting with the hood up, and I don't know how long that had been like that. So it's kind of dirty, but you know, everything does look like it's here. Everything seems to be in okay shape, except for this. I don't know what this is for, but we'll just kind of tuck that back in there and leave it alone, I guess. And yeah, we got, I guess that's maybe the overflow, huh? I don't know. That's no good anymore. Oh, no, that's the overflow there. So, window washers. We can't wash the windows. Oh well. So, this has got the old carburetor on it. I can't remember what they called these. I think it's called a Carter, maybe? I don't remember. So this is a 258 inline 6, 4.2. This was kind of the predecessor to the newer 4-liter inline 6 motor that is run in a lot of Jeeps. So actually they ran this motor in a lot of Jeeps as well. So pretty good motor. We have checked, it does have oil. Let's just take a peek at that over here. Way down here in the corner. Here's some oil on the end there. So that's a good sign. And it's black, so that means probably not head gasket problem. So I did check already. It does turn over and actually feels pretty good. So I think we're going to be okay there. Kind of a snaky old fuel line in here, but we'll have to put that back together. I doubt the brake cylinder, well, I should say there's no doubt. I know brake cylinder is probably bad. Let's go into the inside here. Kind of peek in here a bit. Yeah, this thing's pretty dirty. Door panels here, pretty dusty. Other than that, it's not too bad, not too tore up, other than headliner. I'm gonna have to do something with that, so if anybody's got any ideas, you know. Steering wheel, that has got to go. Not gonna keep that. Oh, she's got a tape deck. Probably doesn't work. This is nice here, you know. There is a button over there, it's froze in, so you can just, you know, you can just operate that at will. So, vanity mirror, fold down mirror with lights. Oh, it's pretty fancy. Back seat is not much better. I'm a little afraid to pick this up. It's got carpet under there. But we're gonna have to clean this up. Back deck and everything is pretty bad. Looks like it had some window tint at one time. Headrests. Door panels are not in bad shape. Yeah, I was looking for some of these door handles here. Seems like blue was the popular color, so again, we should be able to get that resurrected okay. Oh, piece is falling off. So, yeah, I've got, I kind of like the stance right now, but this is not how it's going to stay. We just put some 30-inch tires on it for now. Yeah, pretty tore up. The seat here is kind of ripped a little bit. We have to vacuum all that out. As far as the mileage goes, I don't know if you can see that. What does that say? I can't even read it. Doesn't say a whole lot, I know that. Pretty plush, pretty nice. Keys, yeah, I said I didn't have keys. Well, I do have keys, 6 of them. None of them work on anything. So those are not the ones. We're gonna have to figure out how to start this thing without keys. Fortunately for us, you know, Eagle, or American Motors, I should say, use parts off of everything. So there's a Ford solenoid. That's a Motorcraft, you know, wizard box down there of some kind. So this should be easy enough to get it going.
You know, this clock says, huh?
So what are we doing here, Dave?
I'm really hoping that this clock works once we get things going, because it says it's a quartz. Quartzes are good.
Quartzes are good.
Well, we got to hot wire this thing, and the best thing I could come up with, because I don't know the wires, is just drilling this out. Since we don't have keys, you know, we got to replace this piece anyway. So hopefully we can drill this out and make it turn. It sort of worked on the trunk.
All right, so we're trying again with a larger drill bit. Maybe a sharper drill bit.
It's newer.
Newer.
Anyway. So we're hoping it's sharper. Slightly larger too. If I was a professional car thief, I'd know how to do this.
I'm willing to bet if you were a professional car thief, you wouldn't be stealing this car.
Touche. We got some turnage. It's kind of hot.
Oh, look at that. We got static. Means the radio's getting power.
Does it always have power?
It didn't earlier.
It didn't, did it? It's got a nice little lever here to open those vents. But then we can close them.
Got headlights.
See if the cigarette lighter works.
What's that button above the lighter?
It's a defroster.
Oh. You're back there.
Oh, it comes on. It doesn't go off.
It's not through defrosting yet.
The light came on.
Well, maybe we get some spark out of the coil now.
None of the gauges turn on. I'm not sure that really means anything. This thing only says 64,000 miles. I think it's original.
Wear on the pedals looks pretty light. Not sure that these cars were known for the longevity.
I don't think they were.
All right, we're gonna test to see if we have spark.
Okay, we think we've got the ignition on now. Got her all drilled out inside and got some turnage. The wiper motor is hot, so I'm guessing there's power there. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that. So here we go on the
Fire and hole.
coil. That's pretty hot coil, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try one more. Let's go let's pull a plug and make sure we got one to the plug, and then we will get some gas mixture and dump some gas down the carburetor there. Whew, that just barely sits in there. Okay. Spark plug.
We got a plug out. Which one is that?
Number 3.
Number 3.
It's
How's it
kind of
look?
black.
Oh yeah.
I'm not the best at reading spark plugs, but I'm not sure that's good. It is gapped to what I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna try the same trick. See if we got some spark to that.
I see spark.
Pretty strong. Pretty strong, actually. Okay. Hey, I like this. We're headed in the right direction. What did I do with my spark plug taker outer?
So last plug was 3
Yes.
or 5. Now we're taking
Number
out
3.
4.
Let's see what 4 looks like here. I'm shocked. It looks about the same.
About the same. Well, consistency is good.
Consistency is good. Yeah.
That one was covered in white soot. Then
Well, it's because they drug it on the side here. Thing. We're gonna have to get rid of our jar of moonshine. Okay.
if you'd like to have this jar of moonshine, put it in the comments below.
200 proof.
First one that comments gets it for something.
Or did I say it was 300 proof? I don't know. It's proof that I ain't gonna drink it. Okay. Let's just see if it will go. What do you think?
Sure.
Should I dump some of that gas in there?
Probably not.
Probably not. I'm gonna here. Let's recycle this. We want to unhook this fuel line down here, and then I'm gonna get some fresh gas, mix some 2-stroke oil in it, and then we'll do that.
So Dave, I've just made a discovery with this car.
What's that?
It's electric.
How do you figure?
Well, it's got a plug.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just
We should clean that up.
plug that in, charge it up. It's good to go. I don't know why we're messing around with this gas.
Why didn't we think?
Something tells me it ain't gonna work that way.
Looks like a Tesla part.
You know, some of the body styling is similar. It's 4-wheel drive. Teslas are 4-wheel drive.
We should be good, right?
I guess we'll know. That's a lot.
Oh, it burped. You got fuel coming out of the...
Yeah, that's just out of the. That's just some residual, I think.
Should we hook that up?
Ready?
It burped.
It's gonna go.
It's gonna go.
What do I do with my gas? There we go. Whew.
Ready?
Okay, now we're ready.
Hasn't done that before.
Looks like a witch's brew.
All right.
Well, maybe we should open the door.
Yeah, it just runs out. I'm not. I can just make it.
If I keep some gas.
Well, keep the jar handy and feed it as it goes.
I'm gonna have to refill my jar.
It's definitely a bad starter. you're flooding it. You flooded it again.
I know.
So you pour more gas in.
What was that?
Poof.
Just got sprayed with something. I think this line right here broke. Something broke and it sprayed me. There's water, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it is wet there.
Yeah. So, I mean, we gotta figure out what's going on there, but. So for some reason we're not getting
Fuel past the hose.
constant fuel to the carburetor.
Well, maybe.
Imagine that thing needs a kit. Engine starting fluid with upper cylinder lubricant.
Sure, why not?
Okay. But we're gonna crank. Go ahead. Let's crank. I want to crank for a little bit because I don't want to just. I want to try to draw some fuel up there. So.
All right, cranking.
Go for it. Wow. That's incredible. We probably have to turn the idle up just a fuzz here. Let's see if I can do this.
Or clean more garbage out of the carburetor.
You know what? Actually, look down here. Our squirters are working perfectly now. So, if you look down in the bottom there. Oh, yeah. See that?
All kinds of.
Hitter, I'm not even going to touch it now. So, go ahead and start it. Give her a little gas. Go ahead. Yeah, so you just see that I just got sprayed with.
Oh yeah, we saw it.
Okay.
If you want to see more of that, put that down in the comments below.
I'm gonna stand over here. Uh-oh. Try it again. Okay. I'm gonna have to have a shower tonight.
It's about time. Transmission test, take one. You ready?
Go for it.
Got trigger happy. We got reverse. You're gonna have to wash the Nissan.
Here, go for it. We got forward here.
We got forward. We got gears. Da 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 da. That's all, folks.
Well, folks, the Eagle runs. So success on step one of the whole project, and we kind of wanted to make sure, we weren't sure what this engine was like, and didn't have a clue about the history of it. So, you know, before we did anything with the rest of the car, kind of wanted to make sure that this was going to be solid, or at least run reasonably well, so that it would make sense then to go forward and do something. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I get that, but you know, we at least have a starting point. So it runs. Let's just put it that way. It does not run great. It runs. The good thing is zero valve train noise. The core of the motor, no knocks or anything from, you know, the block. So I feel like the engine itself is in pretty good shape. The odometer says it's only got like 65,000 miles, and I'm kind of almost thinking that that's right, and then that's original. So the pedals and stuff inside, almost nowhere. So who knows? Maybe that's right, maybe not. I think if this car had 165,000 miles on it, it wouldn't be here. This thing would be in a heap somewhere. So I think it's maybe correct. These 258 4.2 liter Jeep engines, pretty good motors. So I think it's probably right. It needs a lot. Okay. We definitely need a carburetor kit. It's not wanting to idle or anything. There's one of the bolts is missing on the flange. The needle and seat was just glued up, gummed up. So yeah, it needs some work there. We got good spark, but I'm sure a set of plugs, wires, cap and rotor, that kind of thing would do wonders. All of my heater hoses and radiator hoses, I've got a leak, and you probably saw that, but you know, I was over there revving up the throttle and just got a shower here from some leak that hit the fan. And yeah, it's all fun and games till it hits the fan, right? But we'll fix up some of that. I got some vacuum hoses that need to be replaced. I'm gonna do a delete on the air conditioning, so I think then I'll relocate the alternator over to the other side. There's another bracket over there. We'll play with that. Gotta look at the water pump and the thermostat flange. I'll put a new thermostat in it. Probably the biggest thing here though, our starter, that's going south. We got enough out of it to get it running and stuff, but it's not going to do much more. So we'll have to change that. Oil still looks good. So I think the vitals of the motor are pretty good. So we'll go ahead and attack those next on another video. But then, you know, obviously we've got to go through brakes, power steering pump, no fluid in there, and there's rusty stuff in there. So I don't think that's any good. Brake cylinder, that's not any good. When we had it running the other night, we shut it off, had a bunch of smoke come out of here. Sure enough, we looked underneath there and we're pouring out transmission fluid. So somewhere there's a leak down there that needs to be addressed, but that's all for another time. You know, we mostly wanted to make sure that this thing was, that we had a base, and we do. So we're going to continue. But first of all, I'm just going to back this thing out today, pull it out on the driveway there, and take the pressure washer to this part here, and take the leaf blower to the inside, because whew, that is dirty. Hit it with the vacuum a little bit, see if we can't get some dirt out of it, but just kind of clean her up a bit. Then we'll pull it back in, and on the next video, we'll handle the engine and kind of get her all tuned up a little bit and dialed in, so it'll sit here and idle nice. So that's the plan. Really appreciate you everybody watching us and hanging with us on this one. Try to keep it short and just move this along in the series. So yeah, stay tuned. We definitely got more to come on this one, and hopefully we'll have this out on the trail here before too long anyway, but we'll see. Hopefully we won't run into other major problems with the rest of the car. So hang in there. Appreciate you watching. Make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button down there, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Tools and Trails.